Welcome to 5 Minutes With. I'm Brian Sexton, and this is the Daily News Network. And today, we're talking about the power of human capital with an expert in the field. Please welcome Dan Mayville, Top Built Teams. Dan, how are you?
Fantastic. Thanks for having me.
That's great to have you. Talk about human capital in general. I mean, it sounds so cold and analytical, but we're talking about people. We're talking about their impact in a business and on the economy.
Absolutely. I think it's an important distinction because we don't start a business to create a social club. We start a business and we need people to help us move things along, to achieve what we're trying to achieve as a small business owner. And so to think about people as human capital, how do I get the most out of them? How do I focus on their purpose, right? But yeah, we've got to think about them as an input towards the financial success of the company. So
when you look at it, are you looking at it 50-50, right? From the employee's perspective and the business owner's perspective? Are you looking at both sides equally? Or because you're a team builder, do you look more from the owner's perspective, right?
yeah, I really am focused on surrounding a business leader and a CEO with the people that they need to be successful.
So you got to be on the people side then.
You have to know both sides.
Okay.
So who I need, knowing who you are, and putting the people around you that are going to fill in your gaps. So if you're not incredibly detail oriented, then I need to surround you with people that are.
So if someone is watching this right now and they pick up the phone and they say, Dan, I need to talk to you because I've got a human capital problem. How do you get to know them quick enough to be able to help solve their issues, right? Because I'm assuming if they're calling, they want help immediately, but you just talked about knowing, about taking your time and your expertise and applying it to their business. How do you get deep?
It is. I'm glad you brought that up. The one part that I struggle with is I feel it's a little bit pretentious for me to say, Brian, I'd love to meet you and talk about your challenges, but I need you to take my survey first. But it's critical. If I don't know who you are, then I don't know how to get my conversation aligned to what you need. So I do have that stance that if you want to talk to me and explore how I can help you solve problems, you have to take my survey. That's cost of entry to the conversation.
Is there a spot in the economy that you excel at, that you focus on, or are you agnostic in a sense, meaning you can go from vertical to vertical to vertical, healthcare, finance, insurance?
It's universally transferable for sure. I do really personally focus on service industries because most of those business owners, they're craftsmen. They love what they do. But building a business that is bigger than them was never really their dream. And so I want to help kind of fuel their success by surrounding them with the people that'll help the business grow and build their brand.
How'd you get into this line of work?
It's funny. I started in the Marine Corps, moved into manufacturing.
The Marine Corps, now that's human capital.
Absolutely human capital. But when I was in manufacturing, the part of it that intrigued me most was how do I inspire the people that work for me? And in some cases, they worked at factories in other states and in other countries. How do I inspire them to follow my direction? And the more I became obsessed with what it meant to follow people's direction, I went back to school, got a master's that allowed me to really double down into human capital. I made that pivot because the people component of it was the most interesting part.
As we wrap this up, because it's only 5 minutes, I don't know how you could even get into the concept of human capital in 55 minutes, let alone 5. But so a business owner's watching this goes, Dan, give me one thing I can do today to impact my people in a way. And I know you don't know specifically the business, but is there something you tell people right away when they ask, hey, give me a tip?
Yeah, it's again, if you have the right people in the right roles, that means they're doing what they are really motivated and inspired to do, and you're having them do the work that you need done for you. So it is, when I talk about surrounding you with the right team, it's also about making sure that the people you bring in are totally aligned to their purpose. And so it is balance. And so we are going to work to help you help your team.
32 years of professional football. I think I know something about team building. And the thing that I know is that it's a challenge every single day, especially when you're dealing with more than 2 or 3 people. You've got to know who they are and where they want to go as well as the business owner. An expert in your field. We're going to see more of you here on the Daily News Network.
Thank you much.
It's great to have you, Dan. And that'll do it for 5 Minutes With. We'll see you next time here on the DNN.